Sex symbol Marilyn Monroe was one of the world's greatest superstars when she died aged just 36 in 1962. But what was the role of the Kennedy brothers in her death and its aftermath? In this book, Goddess, The Secret Lives of Marilyn Monroe, the journalist Anthony Summers has pieced together the last moments of Marilyn Monroe's life. It's also a Netflix documentary. What he provides is compelling evidence that Monroe was involved in a toxic menage a trois with John F. Kennedy, then, of course, president, and his brother Robert F. Kennedy, who was the Attorney General. The first relationship, Monroe told friends, had been with John F. Kennedy, an intermittent fling. She then moved on to Robert F. Kennedy, and she took this relationship more seriously in the final days and months of her life. She hoped that he would leave his wife and marry her. A central figure in the final hours of Marilyn Monroe's life is Peter Lawford, who was JFK's brother-in-law, and he owned a beachfront home in Los Angeles where Monroe had conducted some of her secret assignations with the Kennedy brothers. Robert F. Kennedy had been warned that his affair with Monroe made him a blackmail risk for organised crime, and there's evidence that they were bugging Marilyn Monroe's home, that they knew all about her affairs with Robert F. Kennedy and indeed with JFK. Robert F. Kennedy was always reticent about exactly where he had been on Saturday, the 4th of August 1962, when Monroe is believed to have died. But Summers has evidence from neighbours and other eyewitnesses that Kennedy did make a visit to Monroe's Brentwood home on that day. The official version of events is that Monroe's body was found between 3 and 4 a.m. on Sunday the 5th of August. She'd taken a massive overdose of sleeping pills. Neighbours of Marilyn Monroe said that they saw a private ambulance at her house at some time after 10 p.m, well before her body was discovered in bed at around 3 to 4 a.m. by her psychiatrist and housekeeper. There had been troubled calls from Monroe to the Lawford residence where Robert F. Kennedy was with Lawford. Summers' theory is that they initially didn't respond. Robert F. Kennedy had broken off the relationship with Monroe. She was distressed, but eventually they went to her house because they feared for her welfare. Summers' theory is that the ambulance was then called and that Monroe died en route to hospital, and Kennedy may well have been with her at the time.